Yeah. Beats, Rhymes, Life podcast, episode number 3. Your boy Stack Dope De Niro in the building. Tangy sitting right beside me, holding it down. How you doing, sweetie?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing excellent. So, just so y'all know, we too deep today. DJ T-Rob, he's got some things to handle. He'll be back next week, but we definitely going to hold the fort down in his absence. But we going to keep things moving and do what we got to do, you know what I mean? So I hope everybody had a great week. And as did we, so here we are. We got a lot of stuff to talk about today.
Yes.
It was a busy week on everybody's end, I think, on our end as far as the grind, and then everything happening in the hip hop culture, man. Damn.
Yeah.
A lot of shit, man.
You know what's funny about this week? All right, so I was in the nail salon on Sunday, right?
We got a nail salon story. That's how we going. This is going to be good. Okay.
I was in the nail salon, and they had CNN on their TV. So
okay.
I'm like, oh, what's going on? Then I see something, breaking news, 21 Savage.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, what?
Man.
I couldn't even believe what I was reading. I thought it was like fake news. And so, you know how they'll show something like breaking news and then have the story, then they'll go to commercial or another segment, and then they come back. So I was sitting there like I couldn't even get up because I was like, oh, I gotta hear this.
Yeah, it had you stuck. Yeah.
I'm like, immigration, not from America. What?
Man, that whole little situation had me screwed up, man. I mean, it was like, where the hell did this come from? I don't want to get too much into that yet, because we got to unpack a lot of shit that has to do with that story. But off the top, I'm eager to find out. You've been around. You like a social butterfly in this town. Which is one of the biggest reasons why I fuck with you, man. You be hip, your ears to the street, man. Last couple weekends, man, you've been doing your thing. So first off, before we get into that, make sure y'all tuned in on listenvisionlive.com. Catch that live stream of us doing our thing right now in real time as we do what we got to do. Hit us up on Instagram as well at Beats, Rhymes, and Life. That's the Instagram page. Make sure you following us on there. We're also up on YouTube at the BRL Crew DMV, and that's also our Twitter account. So follow us on Twitter as well at BRL Crew DMV on Twitter. So yeah, man. So off the top, so last week what we had the Dave Mays 50th birthday party over at the Hip Hop Museum. Yes. You had a chance to go to that joint, man. I heard that was a good look. How you like that?
It was nice. It was real, like, what do you call it? It seemed personal.
Okay.
More
intimate,
so,
intimate setting.
Yeah, but I didn't want to say intimate because...
Why did you not want to say?
It sounds dry.
Okay.
But it was nice. It was more like a social event, but it was cool. The DJ was cool. I got to see the Hip Hop Museum.
How was that? I ain't been out there yet. I'm dying to go.
Okay, so pretty much remember what they showed us. Jeremy showed us.
All the artifacts and some of the memorabilia.
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So they had a bunch of plaques, like a bunch of different plaques from different artists, like over the time period. They had like shoes, jerseys, photos, articles. They had the Death Row chair.
Okay.
And you could actually sit in it. It wasn't like a don't touch thing.
Okay.
It was cool. It was cold. It was cold in there, but that's to be expected.
It was a little nippy.
Always.
A little chilly willy.
The food was good.
Oh, the food? Oh, what kind of food they had?
It was like Mexican. So they had like fajitas, something.
Nice.
And wherever they got the cake from, the cake was bomb.
So what kind of cake did they have? Was it like a record joint? Like what how they slice the cake?
No, it was just a regular.
Okay.
It was just a regular looking cake. I mean, it didn't look regular like they got it out of Giant or Safeway.
They did that. They did it up a little bit.
They went somewhere nice.
Okay. They stepped the game up on it a little bit.
Yes.
That's what you're supposed to do. For those that don't know, real quick, Dave Mays, founder and former editor of the Bible of rap magazines, The Source. I'm sure that everybody in the culture is familiar with that. Dave Mays played a tremendous role in bringing the Hip Hop Museum to DC, along with our very own DJ Boom, Jeremy Beaver. So, big up to those guys, and big up to Dave Mays as well, man. It's good to see him, taking an active part in the culture locally. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I didn't know he was from here.
I didn't know that either. No, okay, it makes sense.
Yeah, he went to Wilson.
What?
Graduated from Wilson. Yeah.
He went to Wilson?
Yeah.
He told you that? Mm-hmm. No shit.
Yep, and then we had a conversation with a couple of his classmates.
Wow.
I was like, oh, he was from here for real.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
All these years, I never knew that.
Me either.
Wow.
He looked good for his age too. Like I think he turned 50.
Yeah, it was his 50th joint. Yeah.
He looked good for 50 years old.
Wow, that's what's up. I see we coordinating with the black too. I was gonna tell you, like, for the rest of the month, I'm wearing black every Saturday. It's Black History Month.
Absolutely.
So, not only is black my favorite color anyway, but just the meaning behind the month, we going black. And I got my Panthers joint on today.
I see.
Shout out to Long Live the People. They on IG. That's where I got it from. So if they checking us out on this live stream right now, what's up? Holla at us. You know what I mean? Hint, hint. Sponsorship, endorsements. Let's go. It's like, nah. But all right. So let's move on to what I've been waiting to hear about.
Last night.
So
I'm looking crazy.
That's right, but that means it was a good night though. So you had a great time. Last night at Echo Stage, Scarface was in town with Devin the Dude performing with the Backyard Band. Tore it up, had a great show. I saw a couple clips. Just kind of scrolling around social media. You posted a great vid. Scarface getting the crowd warmed up. I see, they hit the fuck faces joint. Yeah. That's a classic joint.
Yep.
How was that?
It was cool. I'm a little disappointed because
Uh-oh.
I missed Devin's set.
Okay.
And I missed the first half of Backyard. I expected for this show to start late. Just because that's how they normally start. But I heard it started like around 11 something.
Okay.
Like early, and I think doors opened up at 10. So that was pretty good. But I got there around 1:30.
Damn. Okay.
I know that seems real late, but for Backyard, it's on time.
It's on point. Right.
I got to see Scarface host set.
Okay, that's what's up.
And then when Devin got on with him and they did the Faces song.
You could say it, you know what I'm saying? It's all good. Everybody know what it is. I just said it anyway. Don't make me look like I'm crazy. I'm not foul mouth and all that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't the only one.
And then Backyard did their second set. So I was actually pressed because I didn't catch the first set, and then I heard about the first set, and I was like, dang, I really should have got here earlier.
Yeah.
But then they came strong second set, so I was pleased. Of course, it was a smoke fest.
No doubt.
I couldn't breathe at times.
Much contact going on in that jump.
Yeah, I can't do it. It's mostly like the cigarette smoke.
Oh,
like
okay.
The tobacco. Like
okay.
I can't. Like,
yeah, I can see that.
Too much. And people they're so inconsiderate. Like they'll have their cigarette and they'll just blow it right in the back of your head.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh. But other than that, it was a good show. You know what? I like Echo Stage because there's two reasons. One, usually the bands do really, really well at Echo Stage, and it's more like a concert versus, seeing them at like Howard Theater is like a concert venue too, and it's like concert style, but it's a different type of concert venue at Echo Stage. They got the laser lights, all the colorful, the LED screen in the back with all the different graphics and stuff like that. So it's like, dang.
The stage production is on point.
Yeah, it's just different.
I like that. I like that.
And out of all the venues I've been to, I'm talking about from restaurants to bars to clubs, any entertainment venue, they have one of the cleanest bathrooms.
Okay.
I hate public bathrooms.
I know that means a lot to females, especially, you out there partying in the club. A clean bathroom is key.
Oh my God. It's been time. I can't even go into it, but I really hate using public bathrooms.
Yeah, I can dig it.
Now that I'm getting a little older, I'm almost forced to go use the bathroom. And they have the people in there, they on their job. Like they cleaning, like I see them cleaning every time I go in there. So they keep the bathroom on point.
That's what's up. So just so y'all know, if y'all ever in Silver Spring, Maryland.
Nah, it's in DC.
Oh, Echo Stage in DC?
It's by Stadium. Off Blade Queens.
Why I think it was what I'm thinking about out there. Oh, I'm thinking about the
Fillmore
joint. Right. So if you ever in DC, Echo Stage definitely one of the greatest venues, man. One of the newer joints around here too, man. It's definitely a good look. They definitely have a lot of acts and performances come out there. I'm gonna have to get out there myself and check that out. One thing I noticed though, I thought it was funny, man. On one of the videos you posted, you know, you had the Scarface out there. He was doing this thing, and it's like, you know, everybody was kind of like it seemed like they was in awe of him, just kind of like they just recorded him, right? And then you had the clip of back, and that shit was lit. Like everybody, you know, they was with it. You know what I mean? I just thought that was real interesting. The contrast between, you know, when Face was doing this thing and then Backyard came on. Of course, Back, you know, that's home team right there.
Right.
But I just thought that was an interesting contrast. You know what I mean?
I mean, it's, you know, with Backyard, it's a party.
Right.
Scarface is more like a performance. It's
right.
You know, that's the time when people start rolling up and, you know, getting ready for the real. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I like Scarface, and he hit all of the songs that I'm a fan of, but I was there for Backyard.
Okay.
And I was so happy because I just knew they was gonna do more like a fusion.
Okay.
And like the whole set, it was just gonna be them performing together.
Right.
And I was like, okay, that's cool for the culture, but it's not cool for the party.
True.
And that's a little selfish, but I mean, it is what it is. So I was like, yes, it's still time. I kept checking my phone to see what time it was. Like, okay, all right, it's 2-something. He's still on.
You was ready to turn up.
I definitely was.
Okay.
Definitely.
I ain't mad about that. And matter of fact, so Scarface, of course, in town last night performing with Back, but also today is going down at the Hip Hop Museum. He's actually being inducted into the Hip Hop Museum DC Hall of Fame or Ring of Honor, or what would we want to call that? He's just being inducted into the Hip Hop Museum. That's going down at noon. So that's actually going down now. I think it's going down till about 4 or 5 o'clock over at the museum. So, you know, if you in your car riding around looking for something to do, check it out. I don't know if they got any tickets left, but they had them selling on Eventbrite. So you might want to check that, see if they got anything left over, or just, you know, see if you can finesse your way, you know, up in there. If you got, you know, that kind of drip like that, you know, do your thing. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
But it's definitely going down 12 noon right now, Hip Hop Museum, Scarface. And they're also inducting DJ Cool into the Hip Hop Museum as well.
Okay.
So definitely some heavyweight hitters of the hip hop game. And one actually is homegrown. You fumbling stuff on the air, you know what I'm saying? You looking like me last week.
Look. And I drank so much water. I was so good. I was so good yesterday.
So what? All water, no liquor?
You know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no.
Wow. Okay, you really trying to be good. Okay.
But I was extremely tired, and that show was very long. That's why I got there at the time that I got there, because I wasn't about to be in there from like 11 till 4 in the morning. That was dead. So I got there at the perfect time.
Yeah, that was a good look. That's a good look. Man.
Oh, one thing I must mention. Okay.
What's up?
The other good thing about me getting there at that time, it was no situation at the door. Like, it was no line. I walked straight through. I just presented my ticket.
Yeah.
No harassment. Like, I didn't have to. I just remember going to the Echo Stage, and it's always an issue at the door. I'm standing there for like an hour to get in, but.
Yeah, that's always a good look. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was cool. They were charging.
What's up?
They was charging $60
at the door.
Park. No,
oh, the park.
Spicy.
Very spicy. They was making a killing out that jump.
I'm not negative Nancy. See, you missed all of the positive parts.
Negative Nancy ass. your followers be wild.
No, just him.
Oh, okay. All right, let's see. So I guess, man, let's start out with Mr. Shad Moss, Mr. Bow Wow. Let's just get that out the way, because I actually I just saw the video this morning of the alleged elevator incident, or at least where it started. And it definitely shows little Bow Weezy getting spicy with Shawty. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was all up in the grill. You know, he was trying, to boss up on her or something. You know what I mean? And
he should have known. Like, yeah, his face was scratched up. But come on now. Like, no, women usually don't go that hard unless they provoke. Like, even if it's verbally. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to really provoke them.
Yeah.
So I already figured, and just by seeing how he acts on the reality show he's on.
See, I never watched that.
Oh yeah. So
I wanted to. I've been trying to get into it, but I can't never catch the joint.
Yeah,
what channel that joint come on? Like We or some shit?
I don't know. I stream it. So.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what channel anything comes on except for VH1.
That's the standard joint right there. Yeah, I could dig that. Yeah, man, that whole situation was crazy, man. I mean, and it was funny because it happened as soon as we got off the air last week. I remember hitting you up like, damn, why this couldn't happen while we was on the air? But when I got the little blurb or whatever, I was just like, oh shit. I ain't even see the mug shot at that point. I just heard about it.
Right.
But seeing the mug shot, man, I was just like, what the hell this boy get himself into this time, man?
You know he did something.
But my thing is this though. Why is it that Bow Wow don't get that respect? Because it seemed like to me, he did the right thing in the situation. I mean, he was kind of provoking Shawty. Maybe he probably should have played it a little bit cooler. Mm-mm. But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? I mean, she went off on him, you know what I'm saying? And people started clowning him for it, too. It's almost like, him doing the right thing was a bad thing. Like, what, you want the boy to put hands on her or something? Like, what?
Nah, here's the thing. And not to take up for the females or whatever, because you shouldn't put your hands on anybody. But everybody has a breaking point. Like, you can't just keep pushing and pushing and pushing somebody and think that, eventually they're not going to snap.
True.
And that's probably what she did. Because, again, going back to how he acts on the reality show and seeing him in that, like, and then this whole incident, it's like, she probably was fed up. Like, that was enough. Like, she just curt.
But from what I heard, they usually have beefs on the show. Like, him and the girl specifically, they be going at it back and forth a lot on that show.
A lot of arguing.
Between those two.
Yes.
So it seemed like it was something that was like kind of brewing underneath the surface and it just like boiled over.
Probably so. And I was shocked that they were even together because on the show, this was part of the problems. Like him going out, him drinking, her having an issue with it or whatever, and him flirting with other females. Like all of their issues on the show seem to stem from being in the club.
Okay. That club life.
Exactly. So
So are they together? Are they dating? Or what?
Well, they were on the show and then they broke up on the show.
Okay.
And he was supposedly single and proud and and she was sad, and then she was supposedly dating a female.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like she posted pictures like her and a female. It was on like the Shade Room and all that.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay, so to hear about this story was like
Eddie Kane in the building, y'all. I got to shout out the legend every time. My man, ain't nothing. I'm good, brother. Yeah. So, goddamn, y'all. I mean, so what? So, I'm still wondering, like, what is it about Shad that people don't respect? I mean, because if you break down his background, he got a solid background. I mean, Snoop brought him in the joint. JD was an integral part of his career. Bow Wow and put out hits. Why? I mean, is it? You think it's that child star kind of shit? Is that
It was hard. I guess he's not like a. I'm trying to think of another artist that kind of went from being a child star to like a pop corny type of like teeny, like Chris Brown.
Okay.
Like he started kind of being, like the safe, like catering to like a female audience, and now and then the older he got, he just became more raunchy and more like quote unquote thug. I don't want to call it thug, but like
he called it thug. He's trying to be a gangster. He a goddamn R&B singer. What you doing? He be blooding. I mean, gang and shit. What's all that, man? And speaking of which, let's jump to this.
Yes.
What the fuck is up with him and Offset? This beef going on with them. What's up with that? I just happened to come across the joint. What, Thursdays when it started? Mm-hmm. So it started with a meme about 21 Savage, right?
Yes.
So who posted the meme first? So Chris Brown posted a meme, which I didn't see. What was the meme about?
You know what? I didn't see it either.
Okay.
But I saw a bunch of 21 Savage memes that were funny.
Well, okay, yeah. So we'll just say one of those. He probably did one of those. All right, fine, whatever. So apparently Offset didn't take a liking to it and, commenced to beefing with C Breezy, like, you know what I'm saying, just calling him out on the shit like, that shit ain't funny, bruh. And it just went left from there to me, you know what I'm saying? They started jumping in each other DMs and
that's why I think it's something that's been happening.
That shit is some Bama ass shit. I'm telling y'all, young boys out here now. Listen, I don't condone beefing, none of that shit. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But all that Instagram and your DM, what the fuck is that? When did we get to that point? Like, if you're gonna beef. Don't fucking send me no text message about the shit trying to talk to me about it. I don't want to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? If it's like that, when I see you, I'ma see you. Period. There ain't no words to it. I mean, I don't get this new generation. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is that? Oh, a nigga put his address. I mean, what the fuck are you doing? Your address, bruh?
It's attention seeking is
clout chasing. They both clout chasing. Is that what it is?
No, not really, because they have enough clout. Like, they don't. Chris Brown doesn't have to do that. He really doesn't. And his name is in the news now for getting off of a rape charge.
Yeah, which I was happy about that. I was definitely happy, man, because I was a little worried, man. The boy been out of trouble for a while now, which was good. I like this. I like Breezy, man. I like to see him doing his thing. He's super fucking talented, man. I mean, ain't no doubt about that. Everything he touches a hit. That damn joint right now that's on the radio with the Shawnee Smile sample. I love. What's the name of that joint? Understand?
It's like oh shoot.
That joint crank like a mug, yeah.
Undecided.
Undecided. That's what it is. Yeah, with the Shawnee's joint. Yeah, man, that joint like that. So everything he touches is a hit, man. But that fake gangster shit, dog, just cut it out. Breezy, do us all a favor, cut it out. Offset, I don't know too much about him. You know what I'm saying? He just now coming up on the scene. They doing their thing. Migos overall definitely doing their thing. He was just taking
up for his friend.
Yeah, I get that, but
because I mean, I think in that realm of, I guess, in their world, you got certain people you have to step up to, like online. Like, where was he going to check him about that post? Like, was he really supposed to? I don't know. He probably doesn't have his number.
Get his number. If you feel that strongly about it, get his number and holler at him.
That's too much. Like, that's not instant enough.
that ain't instant enough.
No, you need to make an impact. Like, stop playing with my man. Like, and it was on social media, so you're not about to. It's like you do it in public, so you have to address it in public to a certain degree. Now, Chris Brown, he was he Kirk. Like, all of that was, he did that for show.
Yeah, of course. I agree with that.
He put on the show. He had an audience, and that's where that came from. So,
but to me, after a while, it seemed like both of them was doing it for the audience. You know what I'm saying? They had the audience, and they was just kind of putting on for them. You know what I mean? It wasn't.
Yeah, but look how, like, to me, Offset was more like he played it more cool. it was more like, stop playing with me. And Chris was like, and he was like the one that was doing all the talking. Pull up my address.
Right. Like, really, dog? Your address, though? You know, every groupie in America was like, oh, shit, writing all that shit down.
Of course. That probably wasn't even his real address. Like, who knows? That was probably somebody else's address.
Could have been somebody else's. He set him up. His dumb ass go out there and get, whatever.
I don't understand these celebrities. They follow a different code.
They
have a
definitely
whole
do.
different
They definitely do.
system set up for how you deal with those type of people. So, yeah.
Yeah, that was wild. I haven't seen too much from that situation today, but it was
it's about to be old news.
It's by tomorrow. Really by the end of the day today is gonna be old news because something else gonna happen. But anyway, so poor Bow Wow, man. We started out talking about Bow Wow, but I just hope that he can get his situation together because he definitely seems like he's got some troubles, man. You know what I mean? Even before all this, he had some like suicide talk. He was, depressed. It was a whole bunch of stuff going on with him, man. Just like I don't really like to see that, man. I think he's talented too.
If you think about it, like just look at his history. Okay, he was a young kid. He was a young kid exposed to an adult lifestyle very, very early. He had access to things that normal teenagers don't have access to. And I'm not going to say normal, but just your average teenager does not have access to. And you don't have many peers. Adults are your peers. So how can you find yourself or love yourself or become your true self with all of these influences, and you didn't even. He was like Michael Jackson. He had a chance to be a kid.
True.
Like they did try to keep him like in the kid zone, but when you go on tour with artists like Snoop or whatever, like how childlike can you really be?
Right.
Like,
You definitely got to grow up fast. You got to grow up fast. Well, all right, we're gonna move on. Keeping it moving. I want to talk about this Gucci situation because apparently a lot of us are late to the party on this one, according to you.
Yes. This definitely came out last year.
Yeah, now see, I didn't know that. So there was an ad going around this week that Gucci had put out there promoting some sort of sweater with a thermal neck part that came up. It was for women, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it was made for women. It's like a thermal neck sweater joint, turtleneck type joint that came all the way up to cover your face. Like if you out there and it's windy and it's cold. Creative idea. Only problem is it's a black sweater, and when you pull it up over your face, it's got like some red lip parts around your lips, like on the outer side of the sweater.
Yes.
Which I think if any person with common sense or any type of education, any knowledge of the history of this country, they'll clearly see that this shit looks like blackface. You know what I'm saying? Sent the internet and social media on fire. Personally, I'm not really big on designers like that, but Gucci was one of the ones that I fuck with, and it kind of hurt. I had some shades in the car. I was like, damn, the sun out here shining today. I felt some kind of way about putting them Jones on for real after seeing that shit.
Right.
Then next thing you know, a lot of celebrities are coming out now supporting a boycott against the Gucci label. So you tell me, when did this actually come out initially? Because I just saw this Wednesday or Thursday is when I first caught wind of it. So how far ago or how long ago did you catch wind of this yourself?
I remember seeing the sweater, and they had like this other mask that's offensive as well. This was like October.
Okay.
During the fall, like right before winter.
Okay.
So that's why I'm like, what? Maybe I saw it in another color or something like that. But that sweater, that's why these celebrities that are boycotting, like, come on.
You jive faking a little? You think it's jive
Come
faking a
on
little
now.
bit?
Come on
Some little faking going on?
Of course.
Why you say that though?
Because they go in the stores. where they have these. They shop in Gucci stores. They go to Europe.
Right.
And shop in the houses. So
or they go on the Fifth Avenue in New York or something, and they going in the actual Jones.
Come on. You're hip to certain stuff
before the public. Right. True.
And you're just now like some artists I could see. I can be like, all right, but other artists, I can't give you a pass, and I can't just all of a sudden, like even with the Prada thing, like okay, now that Gucci has come out in this way, now you want to boycott all the other brands that have already, like that Prada campaign.
I remember the Prada. Dolce & Gabbana had a little situation like that too. Mm-hmm.
All of these things happened last year. Mm-hmm. And yet, I mean, we didn't boycott any of those brands.
I did. I mean, but see, that Prada shit, nobody really wear Prada no more. So, you know what I'm saying? That's not even really, that wasn't really making no impact. I mean, but I did see that. They had the purses or whatever for the ladies with the little figures on there, looking like some little, blackface type. I mean, that joint is just, to me, man, these companies, man, like we were kind of talking about before we went on air, it's not just a United States thing. It's a global thing. Like racism is global now. You know what I mean? And that's pretty scary. I mean, we think about it in terms of just what we can see and what we come across and deal with in our own country, but really it is a global thing. I mean, it started global. It created a global economy. Mm-hmm. So, you know what I mean? It is still contributing to it. It's just sad, man. I mean, we produce so much culture and we do so much for the world. It's just sad that, these companies are still, it's sad that they try and be slick off the top. That's number one. Because I feel like they try and be slick with that shit. And number two, it's sad that they still think like that. I mean, who are on the boards of directors of these companies that are still thinking like that? I mean, I remember
black people.
That's true.
And they are only exposed to black people on a very small level. Like they didn't grow up around black people, especially if they're privileged.
Man, but
most of them are.
I remember when I was a kid, though, I remember thinking like, man, this shit gonna pass, man. I went to school with white boys, white girls. We got along. Everything was cool. And I remember thinking, man, our generation, we young enough to move past that. So by the time we get to, the age where we are now,
right,
I kind of felt like it would be phased out, but it seemed like they still hanging on to them old ideals, man. And like you said, I mean, these folks on the executive boards of these companies, they may not be the old wrinkled up, white guys that we used to, but it's a new generation of prejudice, you know what I'm saying, that still hangs on to the old system of values. So it's like, that shit crazy, man. I mean, I'm done. I mean, I looked at my little watch. I got a watch at home, young. I'm like, and I love that joint, young. I mean, I'm telling you, that was the only designer joint I was fucking with. Period. Point blank. Period.
They had came out with some hot stuff lately. I ain't gonna lie.
You had your eye on some stuff too, didn't you?
Kinda. But it's out of my price range. Like I'm
yeah, no doubt. I mean, some of that stuff.
I still shop at Macy's,
and that's another thing. The prices that they post for some of this stuff, and we actually go out there and pay for it. To know that they really don't respect us for real. They don't respect our dollars, and we spending all our hard-earned money breaking our bank to impress every Tom, Dick, and Harry out here who don't give a fuck. Fuck that. That shit's canceled.
Yep.
Gucci canceled. I'm sorry. Gucci, it ain't all Gucci. You know what I'm saying? And that's coming from Beats, Rhymes, and Lyfe, the podcast, damn it. So, yeah, man, just sad, man. But, let us know how y'all feel. Hit us up on social media. Let us know if you feel the same way. But I'm definitely down with a boycott of the brand, or any brand for that matter. You know what I'm saying? It was a situation, I hate to bring this up, but New Balance, we got to talk about it, because they were strong supporters of the guy in the White House right now. Mm-hmm. And they went on record in support of him. And I still got I got so many junks in the closet now. I mean, I haven't bought any more. Mm-hmm. I can't get away from wearing the ones I have now, but I haven't purchased any more since. You know what I mean? Because of that.
Here's my thing. Like, I understand that Trump kind of represents. He's like the face of racism in this country right now. But like I don't think that a company like New Balance or any companies that support him really should be boycotted. It shouldn't be based on the fact that if they support him or not, because we have supported other people in the past, and now over the past 20 years it's coming back to haunt us. So we supported the Clintons.
Right, but that was before we knew the true story about how they contributed to the prison industrial complex. I mean, I don't think we really knew the depth of that situation at the time.
But that's the thing. We should have known. It wasn't a secret. It wasn't a secret. We just didn't have the exposure to media the way that we do now.
Right.
But
right.
It was not a secret. It was not like this knowledge that didn't exist. The Republicans tried to smear them the same way, using the same types of, but we weren't listening because Bill Clinton was playing his saxophone
on Arsenio.
Yeah,
I knew you was going to say that.
So we were distracted by that. But,
yeah, true. And that's sad. That's sad. I mean, we really were. I mean, up until even recently, I mean, people have supported the Clintons their entire career, man. You know what I'm saying?
We've supported the whole Democratic Party, and they have not always had our best interest in a lot of ways. So, and that's why we are here.
Look at what's going on in Virginia right now, and the whole scandal in the government, in the governor house, and what's going on with that. I mean, we just talked about that last week. He's a Democrat, supposed to be with us.
Exactly. But look at that. You saw how that story developed now?
Yeah.
So remember you were talking about how the next person in line, he was a brother, and now they talking about he's been accused of sexual assault.
That shit grinds my gears. I don't really want to speak too much on that, you know, because we don't have a lot of information. I feel like they need to investigate this situation because it's a little sketchy to me. Mm-hmm. It is a little sketchy, and I'm not trying to discount the young woman's allegations, but at the same time, I gotta look at the whole picture now and the timing of this, you know, the actual allegations. You know, I just want to see more information, and I hope that they really investigate and get down to the bottom of these allegations, man. Because to me, it looks like just your old fashioned good old boys getting together trying to, you know, smear the next man up.
Exactly.
Who, you know, might I add, had a promising future. Mm-hmm. Very promising. And a spotless record up until now.
Right.
So, you know, that's a whole nother thing. We're going to wait. We're going to see how that develops.
Yes.
But, no, going back to your point, though, I mean, yeah, it's unfortunate that we have provided support to a lot of these folks, man, who at the end of the day didn't have our best interests at hearts and really had racist hearts, racist minds for us. You know what I'm saying? And so that shit is unfortunate, man. But I don't think that should stop us from pulling our support away from these companies. Now, you know, true, we couldn't find out about the Clintons until more recently because of, you know, social media and the internet and stuff like that.
Right.
I mean, if we really wanted to, we probably could have found out that information, like you said, back in the day. But you know, we just didn't. But we now know. And because of that, now we can look at everybody else and we could do our homework on them and see what's up. And fuck that. You know, black dollars matter, man. You know, black lives matter, but black dollars matter too. You know what I'm saying? And we have power in economics. And if we put, you know, the same way like we can, you know, pull money away from different companies and affect them, we could do the same thing with politicians.
Of course.
Which is, that's a whole nother topic right there in itself. I don't even want to get into that, but that's another mode for us to gain more of a powerful footing in this society and stuff like that. You know, making our dollars count, man. Not spending our money with these jokers and not being afraid to spend with our brothers and sisters. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Don't talk down on them. Don't always go to them, try and get a discount or a hookup or whatever like that. Go shop with them.
You know what? While we're on that topic,
what's up?
I gotta mention, black businesses have to do better in customer service.
Speak on it.
and following up.
Speak on it.
I know of an incident. I'm not gonna name the establishment or whatever because we'll be there this evening.
Okay. Watch it.
Basically, the person reached out to this company, and they were told that they do not give out reservations like over the phone. They had to speak with the manager or whoever sets up the reservations. Okay, this was last week. They're just getting confirmation today. So this is the stuff that I'm talking about. Like, we just have to do.
Bless you.
I hear too many stories because I'm big on, yes, bless you. I'm big on supporting Black-owned businesses. Like, I'm really big on that.
Absolutely.
I'm a Black-owned business. So I'm, yeah. See? And
don't put them on blast, though. But it's different ones, though. Not the one off Rhode Island Avenue.
Oh, you see, you got a favorite one.
Oh, I do. Oh, shit. All right.
But yeah, we really just have to do better with the customer service. We don't.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the entitlement thing, and we expect, like, just because you're Black-owned, I'm going to get your business because I'm Black. Or the sense of entitlement of this area. I don't really deal with Black-owned businesses outside of this area, so I don't know what the experience is. But here, oh my God, the customer service is horrible, and we just have to do a whole lot better.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of room for improvement with any company with the customer service. I find customer service with a lot of these jokers nowadays is terrible, man. But I think, one way we can gain an advantage on some of these companies with our Black-owned businesses is customer service. That's an aspect that still matters. Customer service is key. I mean, you want to feel like when you buying something from somebody, you want to feel good about it. You want to feel like not only you getting a good product, but you want to feel like, it's just like in Baby Boy. You want to feel like, what was she saying to him? You want to feel like you won. You want to feel like, man, I can go to this person again and recommend somebody else to them. You know what I'm saying? And that's how you grow your business.
Exactly.
So, customer service is definitely key. I'm glad you mentioned that. You know what I'm saying? That's overall for all businesses, but definitely a major key for us Black-owned businesses out here, Black-owned entrepreneurs, man. Don't leave out that customer service now.
Not at all.
Treat people right, man. It'll pay you back tenfold.
Yes. If you say that you're going to deliver something by 12 o'clock, be there by 12 o'clock. Especially you food people. You
Get
chefs who do dinners.
Get them.
And you have delivery.
Damn, your joint popping, man.
I heard of one story. Woo,
who was that?
Terrible.
Your joint popping, huh?
A little bit.
I'm all in your shit. All right, my bad.
A little bit.
Wow, okay. Nah, so what you saying, though?
Yeah, so I heard this one story about this guy who's a chef. And he does, I guess, lunch deliveries. So anybody who's made like Alfredo from scratch, it doesn't stay like as creamy. Like it turns into oil really quickly.
Yeah,
so it's one of those you got to take from the pot to plate and eat it immediately.
You're right.
And so when they said when they got their plate, first of all, it was supposed to be delivered before 12. They didn't get their order until 2.
Oh, damn.
It was cold.
Damn.
And they stuck a fork in the pasta and pulled it out. Like all in
what?
All
it all came out on the fork?
Yes.
Oh, Lord have mercy, y'all.
So this is what I'm talking about. Like,
oh, man.
And this man made maybe like $140 off her. Because it was like her and her people at work.
Yeah.
And now she got a bad reputation and like, we can't get food. Or you can't recommend the food places anymore because, your guy, he was trash. Yeah. So I hate that. I hate when people make me look bad. Like, I'll recommend someone to someone, and then their customer service is really bad. And they looking at me because I know a lot of people, and I have a lot of connections. So a lot of people come to me and ask me, do I know such and such, or do I know?
For sure.
Exactly. So when people come back to me and they tell me, oh, it didn't work out for whatever reason, especially if it's unprofessionalism, like it really burns me up.
Yeah, it really grinds those gears. Nah, I mean, you never want to make a bad recommendation to a friend. So,
Yes.
you know, that's important, man. I mean, quality control, you know?
If you come recommended by me, you better go the extra mile. Like, just because, like, oh, it was Tangy, it was Brooke, that's who recommended me. Let me go ahead and be extra.
Yeah.
Because, you know what I'm saying?
Put that extra drip in it. Yeah.
I'm going to send you to people that are going to pay. They're not going to haggle you. They're going to, whatever price you tell them, that's what they're going to pay because they expect for you to provide that type of service.
Right.
So,
Right.
yeah. Do your job and be professional.
Thank you. We appreciate that message, Tangy. No, that's real rap, though. I mean, no doubt. Hey, it's customer service, baby.
It goes a long way.
Tighten it up. You stupid, yeah. So, all right. I want to touch on this real quick.
Yes.
Because, one thing I can't stand is Bama shit. People doing cornball shit.
Uh-oh.
And I got to talk about this Game and Joe Budden situation. You know what I mean? This week, Joe Budden and Game got into it real heavy. Over the simple fact that, Game is a clout chaser.
He definitely is.
He's a lot of a clout chaser, and I hate to admit it because I like him as a rapper.
Right.
But he's definitely, when it comes to the culture, man, he's a clout chaser, man. It's no other way to put it. So basically, he's preparing for an album. Been in the studio for the last month or so, trying to get his tracks together for his upcoming album. Have no idea when it's going to drop. Still don't know nothing about it.
Are people still checking for Game?
No, they're not. Especially after this shit here. And here we go, Game dropping lines in the song. He want to talk about Kim K. He want to talk about all these little celebrities he done knocked down. Then he gets down to Sin Santana. Now, Sin Santana is just not no jump off type female out here. I mean, She's a mom. She's, a fiance, future wife. So, she's not of that sort of cloth. You know what I mean?
Right.
And
She's a Libra too.
Oh, she is?
Yes, she is.
Libra gang. That's what's up. That's why I fuck with her. No doubt, man. But yeah, so I mean, and here you go. You throwing the girl out there like on some old, on some jump off type stuff, on some, roller type stuff. Very disrespectful, And Joe Budden wasn't having it. I like how Joe countered that. He didn't release a statement off the rip.
Right.
He used his own platform to air the nigga out. And I loved every second of it. I loved it. I think that, hey, if the shit got physical, if it went down, I wouldn't be mad at Joe Budden. For real.
Yeah.
Fuck all that gang shit. This is man shit.
Right.
It's about respect. You know what I'm saying? You disrespecting a nigga wife or fiance or girlfriend. If it's whoever is that person who means a lot to that other person, watch your fucking mouth, like the man said.
Yeah.
Watch your mouth, man. What is up with Game on the Bama shit? When did all this start?
He been like that though. Like he's always a name dropper. That's one thing I never liked about him. Like it's something corny about that. Like,
yeah.
Every time you turn around, you gotta say somebody's name.
Yeah, like
somebody's name, or you gotta steal somebody's flow.
It's like a gimmick, dog. Just rap. Just rap. I mean, and that's the thing about Game. His skills are good enough where if he just raps, the nigga tight. Like, I don't understand what he be trying to do this clout chasing for. I guess it's a LA thing. He from Hollywood. That's that. Yeah. Remember, he used to be on that show back in the day. What was that? The Dating Joint?
Oh, he did have a date. I forgot.
Damn, what was the name of that joint? Change Your Heart. That was the name of it. I used to fuck with that joint.
That was the name of the show?
That was the name of the show, Change Your Heart. And you can go out with somebody. You can go out with two people. You can have a primary person that you wanted to go out with, but then you can have a secondary person. And you could decide between the two at the end. That? He was on that joint.
Oh, wow. Wow. That's like a show from the 90s, right?
Yeah. Okay. Maybe that's when the Bama shit started, but you know, it's a shame, man. I think Game is a hell of a rapper, but I ain't like that, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't like him using other people to try to sell records. I don't like anybody doing that.
Yeah.
Just do your thing,
Right.
promote your shit, do it the right way, and leave people's names out your mouth. I mean, if you beefing with somebody, that's different. If y'all got a one-on-one direct beef, and you trying to say things to carry them or, you know, whatever like that, that's one thing. But just off some random shit, like, come on, bruh. That shit whack, man. That's some bam ass shit. He bammed out with that one, Joe.
Yes, but I mean, we all know he's a clown.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, make sure, like I said before, man, make sure y'all follow us on social media. We all over the place, man. We got things popping. We on Facebook. We on IG, we on Twitter. Hit us up at the IG at Beats Rhymes Life with a Y. Also on Twitter at BRL Crew DMV. The same. What the hell was that?
That was
It's Cardi?
BRL. That's what that sounds like.
Oh, I thought you was doing a little Cardi, Joe. I like that. The Cardi, you know, she be doing that shit. I can't do it, but whatever. Facebook is the same thing at BRL. What's that? BRL DMV. No, I'm sorry. BRL Crew DMV. So make sure y'all check us out there. Follow us, man. Show us some love. You know, communicate with us, man. We ain't hard to find, and we like to touch the people. So, you know what I mean? So holla at us, man. We about to get up out of here, though. Up next, make sure you keep it locked because you already know what it is. The #1 show in the city, the Eddie Kane show, is coming up right behind us. So hold it down, and y'all make sure y'all don't make no moves. And we're going to be back next week, same time, same place.
12 to 1.
12 to 1, baby. Listen Vision. ListenVisionLive.com if you want to live stream it. And other than that, 2 words. We gone.
Sipping on some scissors.